The difference between mindset and Soulset, and why it's important for leaders to make this shift, is because, as you know, at the level of mindset, which is so important, by the way, we need a healthy, strong mindset to be able to plan our lives and drive our goals forward. And yet it's not enough. Soulset is allowing us to root ourselves in the truth of who we are, which is embracing our uniqueness, our joy, our pleasure for life. It's including the unique blend of our talents, our passions. It's allowing us to lead our lives from a place that is true. And that's the difference. The challenge that people make when they're trying to move from mindset to Soulset is, the first one is presence. Their mind is moving from things that have happened in the past or what should be happening in the future, instead of having the awareness just drop into the experience of what life and how life is trying to emerge through them. It's a different shift that goes beyond cultural conditioning, which makes it hard for some people that are confined by success metrics or by exterior successes or achievements or titles as a way to identify themselves. And it becomes challenging for people to be in their truest of expressions when they're limited to what the outside world thinks of them, instead of being the artists, the creators of their life experience and having the power to self-assert themselves in that way. Those are some of the main things that I witnessed can be challenging. An example of how this showed up in one of my clients, Sarah, is that she's extremely successful, right? She forgot that there was a calling that she had, and her calling was nature. And little did she know, working in finance and creating new systems, this was a vital necessity of her soul. And in doing the work of getting very intimate with what her soul's signature is, which is a process of my Soulset framework, she started to understand that the greater impact that she can make for her life, for her team, for her community, was to infuse everything that she was doing with the truth that needed to move through her. In that way, not only did she start to create more abundantly, but she started to love what she was doing. She started to lead her life with pleasure. And this is what happens with leaders when they start to move from obligation to enjoying what life is, enjoying their uniqueness, enjoying their authenticity, and having a true identity of who they are as a soul in a body. Someone can start to understand their soul signature simply by understanding what lights them up, simply by following the things that are expanding their curiosities, giving themselves a sense of greater presence, of joy, of pleasure, and seeing how that's actually very unique. That the things that make you curious are very different than the things that make me curious, that the talents and the gifts that you were giving and the sum of all of that, the unique blend of all of that, is completely authentic to you. And when we start allowing ourselves to be all of that everywhere we go, we create greater levels of authenticity and uniqueness in our life, in our jobs, and in our relationships. My name is Sandra Tru, and I am a transformational mindset coach. You can also think of me as a transformational movement in your life. If you're ready to create a transformational movement in your life and move from mindset to Soulset, schedule a conversation at the link below.